I love Panfield. It's been our family home filled with joyous occasions, wonderful memories. A fabulous house. I'm Bernadette Castro, and my father, Bernard Castro, and my mother, Teresa, bought Panfield 53 years ago. Panfield is the name given to the estate over 105 years ago by Albert G. Milbank and his wife, Marjorie. The architecture is quite English, a little bit of Scottish thrown in. It was originally on 200 acres. The house now sits on 5.5 acres. Albert G. cited this property very specifically. It's high, it's behind trees. He wanted his privacy, but he wanted total view of the harbor, and he captured all of that. The house on 5.5 acres with 400 feet of waterfront still speaks to what he loved about it. So my father, Bernard Castro, founded Castro Convertibles. He always loved antiques. He studied at the Metropolitan Museum of Art, all the furnishings. He loved European architecture and interiors. So when he walked in the front door of Panfield, it was like instant European heritage. He never saw the second story. He looked at the first story, put the offer in, bought the house. The doors are original, the paneling's original, but the height and the scale of the foyer, you don't realize how much square footage is here. The space is so huge and yet not cold. Formal entertaining is divine. When guests arrive, they see the foyer, they take a little tour, I never bring them in the dining room, and then they settle in the living room for hors d'oeuvres. But then when it's time to come to the dining room, in the drama of coming through the dining room doors, so you open them and there's this set table with silver and china. There's a swinging door from the kitchen directly to the dining room. So the food stays hot, it's beautiful, and it's just special entertaining. So John Mead Howe designed the house horizontally to the water so that you actually see the water first and second floor as you walk the length of the house. There's a water view from every single room, and it's incredible, and it just brings you to the harbor. One of the very special exterior elements of the home is the roof. It's an original roof, tiles by Ludovici. It's a magnificent roof system, and you can see the variant colors of the tile. Very special. When you live in an older home, and also as the former state historic preservation officer, rule number one is watertight climate control. When we moved in, there was no central heat and air. We converted the house to central heat and air, and there are thermostats in every room. My father took the dumbwaiter shaft, which goes from the basement to the attic, and put in an elevator. And we renovated the elevator recently. At Panfield, one of the showstoppers is the magnificent mirror in the blue room. We found it in Spain. It did not come with Panfield. That was purchased by our family. It's over 400 years old. There are hunting dogs. There's romance at the top. So you can see that this piece was privately commissioned for a very grand family. It belongs at Panfield. Many of the mantels are older than 105 years old, especially the one in the living room. Every room on the first floor has a wonderful individual mantel with beautiful detail. It's very true historically and architecturally, but we've embellished on the modern amenities that we all can't live without. An amazing Wi-Fi system that goes outside. On a beautiful day like today, I can bring my laptop to the end of the pier and work and enjoy this gorgeous surrounding. When we put Wi-Fi in, we made sure that it worked all the way to the end of the pier. Incredible cable system. I love every bedroom has its own bath. And every bedroom has a fireplace too. They're all wood-burning working fireplaces. There's even one in the kitchen. There is a 10-burner gas range, 4 ovens in a totally new kitchen finished a year ago. Perfect for formal entertaining. The caterers love it. Double sinks. I mean, it's a great kitchen. So many different people from all walks of life have been up here. This is like a built-in stage, so it's perfect for announcements, speeches, whether it's science or politics or entertainers. It's a special spot. This is where a lot of family celebrations take place because of its scale. And in the winter, the fireplace is raging and the children are playing their various board games. It's just a great space for either small entertaining or large entertaining. Once in a while, I love to share Panfield with the film industry. So I am thrilled that Billions chose Panfield for one of their important episodes in season 2. And that was a thrill. The house welcomes people, but it can also be very private. I mean, you can stay within this house, within these grounds, and never feel lonely. That's what's so interesting. My husband and I never felt that Panfield was too large or too enormous for us to enjoy intimate moments just being together. It's an amazing house in that it's very welcoming. The Milbanks took many trips to England and they fell in love with Panfield Hall. There were elements to the architecture there that they brought here. One of the most beautiful architectural details of the house is this ceiling in the living room. It's a replica from an Elizabethan manor house, and it features the Tudor rose and an English gate. Panfield loves parties. I think when the architect designed this room in particular, that entertaining and grand scale parties were in mind. We've had open houses, part of house tours for historical organizations, as well as charities, and even political fundraisers. The house is the draw. People are curious to see a home like this that's still enjoyed by a private family. The pier has recently been restabilized more. It is so strong and so sturdy. When my father purchased Panfield, the dock was a very important feature for him, the deep water dock. He added a bubbler system. So this way in the winter, his pier was protected. We've had no damage because of the bubbler system. It's a great feature. The car-top boat launch, it's great for jet skis. It's ideal for kayaking. I mean, you just carry your kayak from the garage down there, and it's used all the time. You can see that there's not one step you have to come down or go up. If you want to carry food down to the end of the pier, supplies to a yacht, it's unbelievable. This bulkhead, I love it. And it has a separate little patio down there. You actually feel like you're in the water when you're sitting on that patio. It's lovely. Panfield has to be loved by the new owner, and it's willing to change. It's willing to adapt. I knew that there would be an outside owner one day. So everything we've done with that in mind. What would the next owner want? What are the amenities I can improve on? Panfield is a welcoming house to family. As my children grew up and married, they would always return to Panfield. It's a home that can be enjoyed, and it's happy. I want someone that will love it as much as I did.